US technology giants are pushing back on the government's collection of private data. CEOs from companies like Google and Apple met with President Barack Obama on Tuesday and called for reforms. One source says many were frustrated with the president, who seemed more focused on the troubled Obamacare website instead of NSA surveillance.
President Obama spent 2 hours today with 15 leaders of the country's biggest high-tech companies, many of whom had backed his re-election. The president playing defense, explaining the disastrous rollout of healthcare.gov and trying to ease concerns over the NSA spying scandal, which has touched many of their companies. The president at one point joking with the CEO of the movie site Netflix, admiring the efficiency of the lead character in that company's hit online Washington drama, House of Cards.
I was like Kevin Spacey. I was thinking, man, this guy's getting a lot of stuff done.
If Obama is envious of Spacey's character, perhaps it's because he hasn't had much success himself this year. His approval rating, above 50% this time last year, is now near an all-time low, a steep dive in just 12 months, and a new poll shows more Americans trust Republicans over him to deal with the all-important issue of the economy. Critics on the left say the president also squandered the advantage Democrats had after the government shutdown with the administration's poor handling of Obamacare.
Where I see the president sort of ending up is in a place of meh. You know, he's not really good. He's not really in a bad place. He's just sort of there. And it's not helping his party.
The White House, trying to change that narrative, continued retooling the president's staff today, appointing a former Microsoft executive to oversee improvements to the healthcare website and reaching out to those high-tech executives behind closed doors. Advisors realize if he doesn't turn things around quickly, he could drag down fellow Democrats in next year's midterm elections.
The only question now is whether it gets worse for him, because then he loses control of Congress and he's forced to spend his last 2 years in office just simply playing defense.
President Obama's second-term approval ratings dip resembles the trajectory of George W. Bush, whose ratings plummeted amid 2 wars. And the midterm election that he faced in his second term, he saw Democrats take over both the House and the Senate. Certainly, President Obama wants to avoid the reverse of that.